Hey guys, what's up? This is Harry Talks Movies and TV, and this is my review for You Season 4, Volume 2. This video will contain spoilers for You Season 4, Volume 2, so here's a quick warning about that. If you have not seen it, go back, watch it. Once you've watched the whole thing, come back and watch this video. So yeah, if you saw my previous review of Volume 1, then you will know that I didn't like Volume 1. I didn't actually I disliked it. I didn't enjoy it. And it sucks because I loved the first 3 seasons. I thought they were actually really great. And I binged the whole show last year just before Season 3 came out because I thought the trailer for Season 3 looked really cool. So I binged the first 2 seasons, watched Season 3, loved it, was very excited for this season, and was disappointed by Volume 1. And so, naturally, I was not very excited for this volume. I sort of had it in the back of my mind that it was coming, but I was never like excited for it really. But I gotta say, it came out and I watched the whole thing in one night. And for me in Australia, it comes out at 6:30, so I spent the entire night and evening watching those 5 episodes. And I have to say, I really enjoyed it. I think it was a massive step up from the first volume, which if you want to know my full thoughts on the first volume, go back and watch that. It's just, I really just didn't like the first season, or the first volume, sorry. But this one was a big improvement. Now, Season 4 is still my least favourite season of the show. It's definitely the worst season. But Volume 2 just made it, more enjoyable. Because Volume 2, I would say, was good. It was a much bigger improvement, and I'll tell you why. So, my main problem with last season is that it was just... I don't want to get too much into it, but I just didn't like it. I found the characters uninteresting. I found the story even uninteresting. And the only thing I was a little bit intrigued with was who could this person be that's messaging him. And when it turned out to be Reese, I was so disappointed because who gives a fuck about Reese? I'm sorry, but he was such a non-character. You talk to him once every 2 episodes. But anyway, so spoiler alert for Volume 2. This is a massive spoiler. Last warning. Go if you've not seen it. But Reese is not real. I mean, he is real, but the version that Joe thinks exists does not exist, and it's actually Joe who's committing the murders. He is the Eat the Rich killer. And I saw everyone on Twitter and TikTok was saying I saw this coming. This was inevitable. We all knew this was going to happen. I was shocked. I had no clue. I really did not think that was the case at all. But the way they explained it made a lot of sense, and they did have some Easter eggs towards that in Volume 1, where at the dinner scene he's talking to Reese, and then I think, oh god, I forgot the character's name, but Lucas Gage plays him. Oh, is it Luke Gage or Lucas Gage? I'm not sure. But yeah, so he's at the table talking with Reese, and then Lucas Gage, it's Lucas Gage, that's right. Adam, that was the character's name, and then Adam turns to him and said, "Sorry, did you say something?" And so yeah, that's just a little hint that he wasn't there. And yeah, so I really enjoyed the season. This volume. So I think Kate though is still the worst love interest, and her only personality is hating her dad. But then she ends up becoming like her dad, which I'll talk about. But she was so boring. I'm sorry, she was so boring and uninteresting. I feel like they just wanted to differentiate her a lot from Love in the previous 2 seasons, make her so different. They just made her boring because Love was a tremendous character who was so mad that they killed her. But yeah, she did return in this season though. She had a little return with Guinevere Beck, and I was disappointed because it turned out to just be a dream sequence, but whatever, we got her back, and she had a really awesome scene. Seeing Beck back as well was cool, but she never really made that much of an impression, but she still is leagues above Kate in terms of character quality. So yeah, but seeing Love again was awesome. Something else that I really enjoyed was Marianne. In Season 3, I kind of didn't like Marianne because I was okay, I just really enjoyed the character of Love, and I didn't want him to move on from her basically. I didn't want Love to be taken out of the series and replaced with Marianne. But ultimately she kind of was. But that's okay because Marianne in the second volume was so great. Tati Gabriel was awesome, and I really felt for her, and I actually really like her character now. I just felt so terrible for her when she was in the cage, It was just begging to see her daughter. It was so terrible. And in previous seasons, I've been able to sort of root for Joe. He thinks he's doing the right thing. He ultimately sort of means well, He thinks he's protecting these people when really he's not. So I sort of rooted for him. But this season, I end up hating him. I think obviously that's what they want. That's what the people who made the show want. you to feel at the end of the season. But at the end of the season, he is a fucking monster. He is a monster. That bit where he's talking to Nadia after slitting Nadia's boyfriend's throat, I was like fucking scared of him, bro. They made him scary, and he's never sort of been like that. And just, wow, man, I hate him. Like, I want him. I'm assuming they'll get another season. I literally want him to be killed next season. I saw a theory about what they could do next season. It's where everyone who has escaped Joe comes back to kill him or incarcerate him. That those people being Nadia, Ellie, Cherry, and I forget the other guy's name. You know, the swingers from season 3, the people who wanted to, you know, sleep with Joe and Love. They could come back. I thought that'd be a really awesome idea, and Theo as well. I didn't really like Theo last season though, but I don't think that will happen. Just because for starters, Jenna Ortega as Ellie, she would cost so much now after the massive hit that was Wednesday. So I doubt it will happen, but it would be cool. But yeah, where we end up is just so, like, I was so mad, but I also really enjoyed it because I wasn't expecting it. And he's just a fucking evil. It's disgusting, right? And just disgusting. And his wife, well, not wife, but his girlfriend Kate, I hate her now as well. She literally became her father, who she tried so hard not to be. And she claimed how much she hated him. She's literally becoming him. It's just, oh my god, man. And look, this, I did like this. Again, I liked this volume. I liked Phoebe a lot. I thought she was a really great character. I really enjoyed her. She was like one of the her and Nadia were like the only likable characters this season. Like, at all. Everybody else was so unlikable. But one thing I was disappointed in is how they made it turned out that Adam was only using her for her money, because their relationship seemed really genuine in volume 1. After, like, you know, they do the stuff with the kink or whatever, and then they have a nice heart to heart. That seemed really genuine, but it turns out he is just using her for her money. So that's disappointing. I also like the way they sort of had a reference to what was happening with Joe when the like the crazed fan kidnapped Phoebe. I liked how that's what Joe has. She thinks they're best friends. He thinks his best friends are Reese. Yeah, I also enjoyed that conversation on the bridge with Reese and Joe. Well, you know, Reese, quotation marks, with Reese and Joe, but Reese just represents his dark side. I enjoyed that conversation. I thought it was pretty heartfelt, but, you know, I ended up hating Joe. Fuck, that's so brutal at the end of it. And he imprisoned Nadia, bro. Poor Nadia. Anyway, I could stop talking. That's it for my review of You Season 4, Volume 2. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please like and subscribe. And, you know, subscribe for more reviews, turn on post notifications, leave a comment down below, let me know your thoughts on the show overall. Did you like this season? Did you not? Please let me know. Thank you for watching. Go check out my Volume 1 review, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.